Welcome to YouTube channel. Today I have come to you to discuss English literature, grade 10, The Clown's Wife. The Clown's Wife is a poem that comes under the theme of life, especially for grade 10 syllabus this comes. As you know, this poem is written by Johnson Aggart, a British writer who was born in 1949. And he is very famous for writing humorous poems, and most of his literary work is based on humor. Okay, now let's see this poem. As it is coming under the theme of life, you can see one aspect of life. That is the personal life and the public life. Now, everybody has a personal life. Now, people behave in the society in a different way, but the personal life is not revealed. Here, the clown's wife is revealing the personal life of a clown. So that's why I said this poem is based on the duality of life. And also it discusses every person has a personal life which is not revealed. So appearance is deceptive. That also is one of the themes. What is seen in really is not seen by everybody. What we expect from a person is different. Okay, now let's see this poem, The Clown's Wife. It is presented by the clown's wife and not the clown. The presenter or the narrator is the clown's wife. The clown's wife starts to talk about her husband in a very simple way. The poem begins with a rhetorical question. About my husband, the clown, what could I say? So this rhetorical question is just asked to emphasize the meaning. So it's a literary technique. On stage, he is a different person. Up there, he is a king on a throne. This is the idea of the wife. This is a metaphor used by the writer to express how clown behaves on the stage. As you know, clown is an entertainer who makes us happy. The wife says that thing. But at home, you should see him more. So this word but gives a lot of contrasting image, some different views. In public life, the clown is a very happy figure, making everybody happy. But at home, the wife says you should hear him mourn. What do you mean by the word mourn? M-O-A-N, mourn? Yes, that is to lament. He is suffering. At home, he is suffering. You can see there another aspect of life of clown is revealed here by the clown's wife. The moment he walks through that door without that red nose and them funny clothes, he seems to have the world on his shoulder. So the wife expresses very, very genuine truth. Once the clown comes home, the wife says that he is having a lot of problems. Not because of her, but maybe the clown also is undergoing a lot of economic hardships. That may be the reason. The word them funny clothes it should be those funny clothes, but the lady uses them funny clothes. This shows that this lady is not that educated. But you can see she is very understanding. In the next verse, you can see, I do me best to cheer him up, poor soul. The word poor soul implies that the wife is very sympathetic towards the husband. She is very understanding, sharing, and caring. I do me best also is not that correct. It should be I do my best. So this shows, this colloquial expression of language shows that the wife is not that educated, but she is a very sharing and caring wife. So there you can see, when the clown comes home, he is a very innocent, muted figure. He is unhappy. So there is a change of roles. The wife begins to play the role of a clown. What does she do? She does many things to make him happy. I juggle with eggs, I turn cartwheels, I tell jokes, I do me latest card tricks. That also should be my latest card tricks. But the writer uses this simple colloquial language to show the level of the wife. She's not educated. I even have a borrow of his red nose. So these are the things that the wife does. She juggles with eggs to make the clown happy. You know, juggling means to change the eggs. Those things are normally done by the clowns on stage. But here, the wife is making the clown happy by doing the same thing that the clown is doing. I turn cartwheels. So on stage, clown is turning cartwheels, but here the wife is turning cartwheels to make the clown happy. I tell jokes. I do me latest card tricks. So card tricks also are done by the clowns. So the wife is doing these things at home to make her husband very happy. I even have a borrow of his red nose. So she puts the red nose on her nose and she tries to entertain the clown. You see, the clown is an entertainer on the stage, but here the wife becomes an entertainer or a clown at home because she's very understanding. She wants to make the husband very happy. Okay, next fifth verse. But he doesn't say exactly how he feels. So this is the problem. The clown is an introvert. He's not expressing himself. He's a silent, muted figure. Doesn't say what's bothering him inside. So he doesn't reveal his difficulties or grievances with the wife. So there is need is suggested here. Once you share your problem or difficulties with a very close person, your burdens will go away. But here the clown is a different person. He doesn't do that. Just sits there saying almost to himself. Very simply, the writer presents that the clown is just a person who is not talking. He is very moody person at home. What does he say? Oh, life, ah, life. What would I do without this clown of a wife? So this word, oh, life, ah, life, the extractions, the spoken idiom shows that clown is undergoing a lot of hardships in this commercialized society, in this competitive world. He also is having so much of problems. So this shows that the clown is only a worker, or he may be working under some company, and he gets a poor salary, I think. So that's why. he's not happy. He may have to pay his bills, the house rents maybe he's paying his leasing, and also he may be having a very busy schedule in his life. He has to move in the country here and there without any rest. Those problems also may come up here. Okay, now let's see some of the literary techniques used by the writer. Actually, it's a type of presentation by the wife, and you can see the narration is presented in 6 verses, but it's irregular. And the title itself suggests that the clown's wife's views are present. The first technique is rhetorical question. I write the word rhetorical. Rhetorical question. So it's one of the techniques used by the writer. You know, rhetorical questions are used to emphasize the meaning. Actually, most of the orators, when they begin their speech, they ask a question, actually not to get the answer from the audience, but to emphasize. Then the wife says, on stage he is a king on a throne. So it's a metaphor. You know, metaphor is a technique used by many writers, that is to actually substitute one quality to another. The writer is using the metaphor. A king on a throne shows that the clown is the main figure or the cynosure on the stage. He's the authority on stage, but at home you should hear him move. So this contrast shows another aspect of life of clown, contrast. So this also is a very effective technique used by the writer. And also you can say the language is very simple spoken idiom, and the structure is unrhymed. There is no any particular rhyming scheme, but some rhyming words are there. You can see thrown, mourn, but it's not regular. It's irregular rhyming scheme. Then you can see some other rhyming words as well. Feels, himself, then life, wife, but it's not regular. So irregular rhyming pattern is used. Also, the writer presents a strong social observation through the presentation of the poem. Then you can see some visual images are created. We can imagine a clown or the clown's wife who is putting a red nose and the actions done on stage. So these visuals are helpful. We can imagine the clown, they develop visual images. Also the language, colloquial expression of language, I do, me base, them funny clothes. Those words are very effective to communicate the meaning. Then also you can say some extractions are used by the writer. Oh, life, our life, the tone. Another technique is the tone. T-O-N. Tone means the way how the person speaks. The rising and falling of intonation comes under this tone. Tone expresses your mood. So these techniques are very helpful to present this poem in a very authentic, very interesting way. We can say the theme is deception is very, very clearly present. Deception of life. We think that a clown should be a very happy person in real life, but actually we don't reveal our personal life to the public. So therefore, the appearance, what we see, the appearance is full of deception. Appearance is not the reality. So the writer shows another aspect of life. That is, the person has two types of personal traits, two types of life, that is personal life and public life. So we can enjoy this poem because it is an eye opener. It makes the readers understand what is seen really is not always the truth. So that is the one of the main themes of this poem. So the difference between a person's behavior and the reality is very well shown in this poem, as well as the appearance is deceptive. And also this poems gives an idea, that is the importance of communication, maybe with a person who is very close to you. Once you express your difficulties or feelings, you may overcome your burdens or difficulties. So that also is highlighted here. It's very important to share your views. Now here the clown is an introvert. He doesn't reveal himself. So therefore, this poem shows that sharing our views with the person also is very important. We can enjoy this poem because it gives a new aspect of life. Okay, now let's finish this short session, and I will come to you with another session of English literature. I think you can develop your English knowledge as well as your critical views regarding English literature. Goodbye.